We're at the Andaz West Hollywood in Beverly Hills, California. I'm staying here for one night. I decided to book this stay because I wanted to hang out in West Hollywood. I haven't really enjoyed time here. Usually I'm in other parts of LA when I'm here, so I thought it'd be nice to explore a little bit, work from here. As you can see, I did book a just regular standard king room, and they did upgrade me to a sunset view room at time of check-in. They also notified me that they were trying to look for a suite and if it was available, but there weren't any available at the time I checked in, which was around 5 to 5:30. So I recommend checking in typically at Hyatt's I would say as a globalist, I would check in probably around 4, a little bit after 3 to 4, just at regular time of check-in, but just because that's when globalists check out, when they request late checkout, and so you have a higher chance of snagging like an open suite if available. And they did that without me even prompting them. I know that's one of the topics on forums is, did the Hyatt Hotel offer or look for a suite without any prompting. And so I'm on the 10th floor, room 1012, right here, regular room. So here are suites here. It's a regular room. I think I was originally on the hillside, but I am on the Sunset Avenue side. So when you first walk in, I think all rooms are pretty standard. So when you first walk in, you do see an amazing view, and I really like the layout of this room. Some things that I have noticed is that the bathroom is quite small, and I think that's okay for an Andaz. So Andaz is, of course, the specialty or boutique answer, Hyatt's answer to boutique hotels. And it is very boutique-y. So here we have a closet, a small size closet, but enough space for what you need. You do have an extra set of an extra, I think, fleece blanket, ironing board. There was a robe in here which I placed inside the bathroom, but the bathroom is pretty small. It is not a tub, it is a shower, and it's the kind that doesn't have a door right here. It's just set aside. It does have a small kind of ledge for women who need to put their feet up when they shave, or maybe your toiletries that you might have brought, towels. I don't love when there's a towel rack inside the shower. I just think it's kind of weird, but anyways, this is beautiful. I don't know if it's marble or granite or quartz. I'm not sure. It's very slick, so it almost doesn't seem like quartz. It seems maybe like some kind of a tile. But it is all throughout, not just in the shower, but it carries all the way through onto the bathroom floor. So it's just beautiful. I really like it. I think the color scheme is very soothing. It's very neutral. The shower in here is not a rain shower, but it flips, I think. Yeah, it flips like this so that you can control the type of pressure you receive. Like I think all Andazes do have lather soap. The only other place that I've seen lather soap besides Andazes was at the Vitale in San Francisco. That's a boutique hotel, so it's very similar. I love lather modern apothecary amenities. I think they're really luxe and work really well. So again, I did bring in the robe here from the inside. And I will address the zipper situation too in a little bit. But here's the sink. It's very kind of clean, a little sterile, but just very modern, very Andaz-like. I thought the sink was kind of small for I don't know, like the hole is kind of small. It may not look small, but like here's my hand. See how small it is? This is like the size of my hand, like in the sink. I don't know. It just seems small to me. I think on camera it seems a lot bigger, but it's small. And then they have moisturizer here. Also Q-tips, cotton pads, and a facial soap and a regular soap inside the shower. They do, of course, provide a hair dryer down here, and then I like when there's space on the counter for your things, and also it's nice here to have 2 compartments for your toiletries you might have brought. So coming out backwards, there is a sliding door. At first I thought there was no door, but there is a sliding door, and you can lock it from the inside. So, privacy if you are sharing this room. This is very interesting, and I think this might be at other Andazes too. Is this decorative, this doggy, like orange plastic dog. I'm not really sure what the meaning of it is, but here's some very cool artwork. When you do come in, they do give you a glass of wine at every Andaz that I've been to. Napa, San Diego. Nice glass of welcome wine. It is evening, so I'll do a quick one in the morning just to show you the view, but I wanted to do it before I mess up the bed and everything, and I kind of turned in for the night. If you turn to the left right here, right next to the bathroom, here is the desk. It's a ergonomic chair desk here. It's very sturdy. I like it because it's like very stiff, and I need that for my back. And it's a very nice sized desk, very clean, almost like an IKEA. I want to say an Alex or a Melmer, I don't know, desk. And what I love about Andaz is, in pretty much any Hyatt actually, is this list of things that you can, borrow, or no, just ask for complimentary, and things that are provided complimentary, and things that you can borrow or buy. And I think it's really cute that it's on this CD-ROM. I don't know if you can play it. I don't think there's anything in here that you can play it on, so I'm a little bit confused. Oh, it's because this is West Hollywood, and so it's very like rock and roll themed. And so I think that's why it's on the CD-ROM. And I say that because just right here, the booklet for the hotel also has this Vive la Rock, long live rock, like rock and roll. And so it does have like a book, your standard manual about like where to eat, breakfast. As a Globalist member, you do have free breakfast for 2 adults and up to 2 adults and 2 children from 6:30 to 11 downstairs in the restaurant. I think they just take that right off the menu if you charge it to your room. They take it right off your room bill when you charge it to the room. But you can certainly have room service ordered. Then they talk to you a lot about West Hollywood and just the neighborhood. I think because they know that people come here as tourists and they stay here. They're not natives to here. There's also hikes and bikes, like guided bike tours throughout West Hollywood and LA, and a host of other things. They do have a fitness center that's open 24/7. As with all Andazes, and I can show you in a little bit, they do provide complimentary snacks and beverages that are non-alcoholic that are stocked in your room. And that's a really nice feature. Also the pool. I did get a notice today that the pool is actually closed tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., which is exactly the time that I'm going to be here. So I don't know if like the pool access is closed where I can go see it, just to even see like sunrise maybe, but we'll see. Internet, of course, free internet. There's no spa on site. They just, you know, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty just in the area alone. I saw so many like spas and salons and things like that. And then they have like an explore section, all these restaurants. But I think you kind of almost don't even need this anymore. Just in this time that we live, it's really all about like Yelp, and you can find reviews online anyways. They do have earthquake directions here and what to expect. That's pretty good. And then that's about it. And then always, I think they have this at every Andaz, is this Andaz paper, which I actually really like. I've taken a couple of those. And then the Andaz pen. They do conserve at the Andaz, so that's nice. Here's just the room key. It just looks like this, same as every Andaz. They do have a cordless phone, which I really appreciate actually. I know it's like it's a small thing and something that typically you don't really even use when you're staying at the hotel, but for some reason, and I commented this before, the Andaz San Diego has the most archaic looking phone ever. I just think it's weird. Okay, so I'm gonna span out a little bit back from the desk area here. So here's the desk area, and then right next to it is this I don't know what this is, but it's essentially like the back, it's the headboard basically, of the bed, but it also acts as the plug. It also has all the controls for your recessed lighting. Up here it's all recessed lighting. There's recessed lighting and lamps, and that's it in this whole room. And so there's just lighting throughout. I actually like when they have master lights and you can just turn it on from one switch like they do in Vegas when you walk in the front door, but alas, you don't have that. They do also have, they have wireless charging right here. That's pretty cool. I guess if your phone supports that, you can do that here. My phones don't because I haven't upgraded yet. They do have Android and iPhone, Apple chargers attached, but then they also have spots for USB cords here. And then they also have, I think this is an HDMI cable or something like that, attached to this phone. That's pretty cool that they have wireless charging. I didn't see that before. And of course, plenty of outlets elsewhere. The headboard itself is a mirror, actually. Right here you can see it's a mirror. And then also this is very interesting, but this thing is actually stuck to, the headboard is like this. It's on top of basically this vanity thing. This wooden, I don't even know what it's called. It's just like the headboard, like the back shelving. And then they've just put this right on top as like the cushion. And then you have your pillows. It's a king bed. It's very nice. I like it. It's cool. It's like a blue. And then a nice large, I want to say 65-inch, maybe 70-inch flat screen. And then they have like local guides and then shelving for your things here. And then a nice large drawers for you to put anything should you be staying any longer. And as I mentioned, all Andazes have complimentary snacks, so these are all complimentary. These you have to pay for. And they also have a fridge in here, and it's complimentary non-alcoholic drinks, so all this Sprite, Coke, juice, water, all that is complimentary, and that gets replenished every night. If you were staying multiple nights, you could enjoy that benefit every day. And then they also have a safe here, which is interesting. It's like a lift safe, so you can, I think it's big enough for your laptop. And honestly, my favorite part about this whole room is this little annex over here. And I'm pretty sure they have this in every room, but I just think it's so cool. First, they have this full-length mirror, and then they have this half wall that comes halfway across the room, maybe 1/3 across the room. And then they have this opening. They have a small kind of love seat type couch with this table right here, so it's a nice like working desk. And then they have like the mirror, and this is your view outside onto Sunset Boulevard. And then they have this very cozy couch area with lighting, and you can just sit here and kind of like do work or have your coffee or whatever, a glass of wine, and just look out onto Sunset Boulevard. This is the night view. The Mondrian is right here. That's the Mondrian right here. The Chateau Marmont, you can't see it, but it's down to the left on this side of Sunset. And so it's a very nice view of West Hollywood over here. And in the morning, I'll show you kind of what that looks like. The Andaz. I've always liked staying at the Andaz. I think it's beautiful. I think the service is really good at this Andaz. The person who checked me in was just very nice. Everyone from the valet to the check-in gentleman was really, really nice, and just appreciate it. They also did reach out to me in advance as a globalist and asked if they could do anything preemptively. They also upgraded me to a sunset view when I had booked just the regular room. I typically do that because I found that I have gotten some sort of an upgrade, even if it's not a suite, at least some sort of view, room, club room. Andaz's do not have any lounges or clubs, and that's why you can take your breakfast in the hotel restaurant. And they also, at this Andaz, and I think most Andazes as well, have a wine tasting or a wine hour from 6 to 7 here. I'm just sitting in the little kind of alcove area facing the other couch, but see, they have this tiny little table right here for you to have, like, put your glass of wine and enjoy it, or maybe a cup of coffee. And they do have blackout shades and curtains. And this is I just think this is so cute. It's like a cozy corner. You could probably work here. You could bring that desk over and work, or sit over there. Just enjoy the view. You could watch the sunset. You can do so many things. And I'm kind of excited to work from here and then have breakfast downstairs and then explore a little bit more of the hotel and just the neighboring areas, probably Uber it around a couple places. Parking here, it's $39. Self-parking with no in-and-out privileges. It's $44 with in-and-out privileges for valet parking. So there is not much parking, I think, in the area because along Sunset it's pretty tight. Also, I forgot to mention that there's a cordless phone on this side too here. Again, very sleek, cordless. I like that. Another plug on the other side of the bed, and then plugs throughout. It's pretty well connected. Do I have anything else to share here? I think things that make it the Andaz are consistent. So yeah, okay, I think that is everything for here. Wish I had gotten upgraded because when I looked at the pictures online, those upgraded rooms look great, but I'll try to do it another time. But yeah, I really like this room. I think this area is nice for me. One room, one night is pretty much all I need. Can't really be in 600, 700 square foot room anyways, all by myself. Maybe if I were with other people, that would be more valuable, but it's just very spacious. Like this area is just so much room here, and like even over here in this corner, probably because it's a king bed and not a two doubles. It's just very, very spacious. I think this room is really well appointed. They could probably even put another couch right here. I don't know, something. So there's the desk there. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all. I'll continue, and if I've forgotten anything, I'll include it in tomorrow's view video. Thanks, bye. I'm continuing my review of the Andaz West Hollywood in Los Angeles, California. Yesterday when I did the room tour, it was night, so you couldn't really see the view. And here, if I back up a little bit, you can see the view from a sunset view room. Again, same as yesterday, the wall on the left, and I imagine it's flipped on, you know, a room on the other side. But it comes about a third of the way through, and then you have this large opening to the window and a nice alcove, a very cozy corner. I love these types of corners, and it's great that they give you different options. So you have like almost like a love seat size with a larger table so that you can lounge on the chaise with a reading lamp on this side. But then when you turn the corner here, there is a seat with a small table to the right where you can, you know, have a cup of coffee in the morning or a glass of wine in the afternoon or evening or morning if that floats your boat. And you have a beautiful view of, I think the Hollywood Hills are actually behind us. But this is a great view of Sunset Boulevard right down here. We're right on Sunset. And then you can see kind of downtown LA in the distance. It's a little bit hazy. I think this perpetual smog that covers LA is very apparent today, although it's nice and sunny today. But over here in the distance, you can see downtown LA, and then the rest of LA over here. And again, here's sunset. It's a Monday morning, so it's a little bit busy. Just a quick review of the overnight. These shades, I leave the shades open because I like to wake up when there's sunlight. So I left it on, and again, you can see it's a direct view. Like if you don't close the shades, you will definitely wake up from the sun. But it's nice. I like waking up with the sunlight. And you can definitely hear the traffic from Sunset. So they do give you earplugs, and they're well aware of that fact, the fact that it's on Sunset. So it's very cute. It says earplugs. Just because the Sunset Strip doesn't turn off doesn't mean you shouldn't. Namaste. And so they do give you earplugs in case you can't sleep at night due to the noise. I also did enjoy breakfast in the restaurant downstairs. As mentioned yesterday, the Andaz does not have a club, and so if you're a globalist, your breakfast is just whatever the breakfast is at the hotel restaurant, which downstairs in here at the Andaz West Hollywood, it's the breakfast buffet, and then you can also have a choice of any egg dish, so omelet, egg benedict. You can have a choice of your eggs, your style, anything like that. And, you know, you just credit it to your room and then they'll take it off at checkout. And I believe it's 2 adults and 2 children. So up to 2 adults and 2 children is what you're covered for. They didn't mention an amount, I think because just the breakfast buffet by itself is $28, and then any egg add-on, depending on what you receive or what you choose, is between, I think I saw $17 and I want to say 25 to 26, depending on what you get. So that's additional to the breakfast buffet. The buffet does have warm items, so eggs, sausage, bacon, oatmeal. It's a little bit more than a continental breakfast. You know, they used to have the bagels and pastries, but you do have warm breakfast options as well. It's nice. I liked it. I thought it was nice. It was a nice space. Everyone was very friendly and so nice, as is pretty typical of the Andaz. And Hyatt's in general, I think you really, I do think the service is dependent upon not the location, the type of Hyatt hotel, to be honest. Generally, Andaz is because it's Hyatt's answer to a boutique hotel. I feel they do have a little bit more of a hipster vibe, more modern, maybe like younger people, although that's not always true. But their service has always been nice. I've been to probably 3 or 4 Andazes, San Diego, Napa, here in West Hollywood. I think that's it. Of course, bucket list would be Maui, but I'm working on that one. And they have always been very, very nice. Um, very pleasant, accommodating. So I do enjoy staying at Andaz's. And I think it's nice to not have just like a typical hotel room once in a while. I have had my fair share of Hyatt Places and Hyatt Regencies. I think those are the two that I stay at the most just because there's more of them. And so I'm familiar with those. And I mean, Hyatt Place is just very sterile. It's carbon copy. It's very good at what it does. So for someone who just needs an inexpensive place to stay, you know exactly what to expect. Every Hyatt Place is near identical. Um, but it's great because what you get is good. You know, free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, usually free parking. Although recently I did a review of Hyatt Place in Davis, California, and because it's on the University of California Davis campus, they do charge for parking, which that is in that review. But um, yeah, so this is the next morning view. I'm gonna go check out the rooftop. Today the pool on the rooftop is closed for maintenance, but the rooftop itself is open, so I'm gonna go check that out. I'm on the 10th floor, so I imagine the view is pretty similar. The penthouse, so there's 12 room floors in the Andaz West Hollywood. This is the view from the 10th, so it's probably not much higher than this. Maybe 2 or 3 stories higher is the rooftop. Most of LA and really California, aside from downtown, is pretty flat and more rolling hills than mountains or um, tall high rises. You do see a splattering in the distance over there, and then definitely downtown LA over there. But other than that, California is pretty. The buildings are low, and then also there aren't many mountainous ranges unless you get to, um, actually canyons or mountains, specific mountains. So I think it's more like rolling hills, and that's why there's so many hills, right? Beverly Hills is a hill. If you didn't put that together, West Hollywood Hills, like the Hollywood Hills. Um, so yeah, this is the view from the 10th floor of the Andaz West Hollywood in LA. Thanks.